All right, welcome back in now to our second ball game of the afternoon. It is the second semifinal game. It'll be between the Lady Royals of Twin Rivers and the Lady Tigers out of Clearwater. These two teams coming in at Clearwater 21-3 on the season, at Twin Rivers at 13-4-1. And coming up here, we'll introduce you to our lineups as well as the opening pitch coming up. Congratulations once again to the Donettes of Doniphan as they win their first ball game today, 3-1. That is now setting up a stage for a championship showdown tomorrow against either Clearwater or Twin Rivers. We'll find out at the conclusion of this game who is going to move on to that championship game, and then, of course, the third place game as well. Let's break down these two teams here real quickly. Clearwater coming in, the overall 2 seed at 21-3 so far this season. They are averaging about 13 runs a ball game, giving up only 3 runs a ball game. And Twin Rivers, they come in 13-4-1. They are averaging about 10 runs a ball game. They are giving up 5 runs per ball game as well. This spring, you look at the common opponents, each team facing Doniphan. Clearwater losing 5-3 earlier this spring. Twin Rivers winning 8-2. Also, Clearwater winning 1-0, Twin Rivers losing 10-0, and then against Malden, Twin Rivers winning that ball game 26-9, Clearwater losing 7-6. Overall head-to-head matchups, Clearwater has 2 consecutive wins over Twin Rivers. Their last loss back in 2023 at the Lady Dog Classic. They lost that game on the road. It was 6-3. Since then, they have beaten Twin Rivers in the 24 season and in the 25 season as well. Very close ball games the last couple of times that these two have met up. Speaking of which, the last time these two met up was only a few days ago. It was back on April the 17th. It was an 8-6 win. That game, by the way, was played at Twin Rivers. So you get the idea that we could be in for yet again another very close ball game here this afternoon between these two programs. Our ball game, we want to say thank you again to all of our sponsors. And let's start with 67 Towing. Trouble on the road at 67 Towing and Roadside Rescue in Silva. They are here to provide quick and dependable help with over 700 tires in stock. 67 Towing is ready to help you get you rolling again. Available day or night, weekdays or weekends. They are just one call away at 67 Towing. And by Costello's. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, offering daily specials on food and drinks. Costello's has great deals for every day of the week. They even offer catering as well. They are located inside the Holiday Inn at Costello's. And by Semo Tech Solutions. At Semo Tech Solutions, they can fix phones, HDMI ports, game consoles, and anything with electronical boards. For more details, trust Jaron to deliver fast, reliable, and affordable service every time. It is Semo Solutions. Call 573-778-5917. Let's look at the offensive lineup here for the Twin Rivers Lady Royals, as they will be the away team on the scoreboard. They are wearing their royal blue pinstripe jerseys with the white trim and the white numbering. Leading things off is going to be Reese Chrisman, a senior. She'll be at shortstop, wearing number 4, batting second, the third baseman, number 13, Ivy Benson, a freshman, batting third. The starting pitcher, it is a junior, number 10, Alexis Parson, batting cleanup. She is the catcher, a sophomore, number 8, Katie Aker, Batting 5th at left field, it is a freshman, Reagan Bader, wearing jersey number 17. Batting 6th at center field, number 25, senior Layla Tompkins. Batting 7th at first base, it is Abby Rayburn, a freshman. Batting 8th, the DP, Maddie Musgraves, the freshman, and batting 9th, it is number 15, Addison Whitlow. She'll play second base. Not batting in the field, it is the right fielder, Marley Musgraves. Now looking at the defensive lineup here for the Lady Tigers. Out in left field, it is Abby Gingery. In center field, Jordan Patterson. In right field, it is Ayla Barfield. Going around the infield now, third base is Georgia Eaton. Shortstop is Gracie Allen. At second base this afternoon or this evening, it'll be Peyton Hurt. At first base, Miley Graham. And behind the plate for this ball game, it is Reagan Shear on the mound. It is number 5, Jenna Alcorn. Alcorn, a freshman, like we saw in the Doniphan game. So let's see what this game has in store. It is game 2 this afternoon, or this evening rather. It is our second semifinal game. I'm Frankie Castillo alongside Tim Hicks. We are sitting at 76 degrees. Got some bad news, Timmy. You know what I'm gonna say. Rain is moving in, my friend. First pitch time, here we go. We are underway. It is a called strike one. First pitch at 6:07. So glad to have you alongside for this exciting matchup. It is an 0-1 count. And strike 2 is called right down the middle. It is now an 0-2 count. To the leadoff hitter, just misses outside for a ball. Reese Chrisman leading things off, batting .424 this spring. She's got no homers and 15 RBIs. This one is up top. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. Tim's over there trying to jump over the fence. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. Up high, now the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Chrisman has drawn 9 walks here during the season. There's a rip. This one out to left field. Kingery makes a great play on a 3-2 pitch. 1 up and 1 down here in the top of inning number 1. Ivy Benson coming up to the plate now. She is batting second in the lineup. Benson this season, she is batting .545 on the season, 2 home runs at 26 RBIs. First pitch is called a ball inside. It is 1 ball and no strikes to freshman Ivy Benson, wearing number 13. Batting left-handed, she has had a phenomenal spring, batting .545. Ball 2, it is now 2 balls and no strikes. The last time these two met up on April 17th, it was a 2-run victory by Clearwater. Alcorn looking for a new sign. This one goes over the head of Ivy Benson. It is now 3 balls and no strikes. Boy, these two teams, they know each other so well. By the way, congratulations to our Loftus Land Care player of the game in that last ball game. Of course, we're talking about Kenzie Taylor. 3 balls and 1 strike for the Doniphan Donettes. All right, so here we go. This one down the line and foul. Macy Shear had to get out of the way on that one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Casey Parson, the head coach, down at third base. Macy Shear standing on first base. Make sure and let us know where you're watching from here in this ball game. Angie Rideout tuning in. So is Haley Jean. Says, let's go TR. This one is downstairs. Benson on a 3-2 count. She issues a 1-out walk So Benson is on first base. Coming up to the plate now, it is Alexis Parson. Parson now comes up to the plate. Parson, the pitcher for today's matchup. Boy, she had a great ball game on Monday, striking out the first 8 batters that she faced. Parson rather, is batting .288 on the season. She's got 18 RBIs. Takes ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 the count now. Here in the top of inning number 1. There's a rip by Parson to the fence there, to the screen I should say. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. This one skips in. Benson takes off and she is on second base. It is 2 balls and 1 strike now. So Benson ends up on second. 2 balls and 1 strike. Parson looking to do some damage here with runners in scoring position. Fouls this one away down the first base line, way out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Parson with runners in scoring position, batting .281 this season. Batting .281, here we go, 2-2 pitch, it skips in. Boy, good block that time by Shear. Did not let that one get behind her. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A runner on second base. Boy, Clearwater, 21 wins so far this spring. Phenomenal season so far. Here is the payoff pitch. Downstairs and back-to-back walks. And now runners on first and second base. Time is called. Shear gonna walk out. Nope, gonna be the head coach gonna come out instead, trying to settle down his pitcher. So 2 back-to-back walks here, runners on first and second base. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends at Westwood Billiards. They are located at 2207 Southwest Wood Boulevard in Poplar Bluff. They offer a fun, relaxed, as we see, I believe we're going to get a courtesy, or I should say courtesy runner coming in now. LJ Benson is going to take over on first base. She'll come in for Parson, the pitcher. Whether you're enjoying pool, darts, or cards, meet some new friends at Westwood Billiards. It is a perfect spot for a great game. A proud supporter of this year's OFC softball tournament. 2 on and 1 down here in the inning. Up to the plate now, it is Katie Aker. Aker is batting .630 this spring. She's got 2 home runs at 28 RBIs. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 the count. Aker now has an opportunity to drive in a run. She is batting a whopping .690 right now with runners in scoring position. She has had a great spring so far. She is batting .630 overall with a couple of home runs. You look at her power numbers here this spring rather. This one is called a strike as well. Good pitch by Alcorn. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second base. Aker so far this spring, she's got 14 extra base hits, 11 doubles, and 1 triple. Swing, and there's a strikeout. 2 down here in the inning. It is a Loftus Land Management strikeout. Aker strikes out, 2 down, 2 runners on. And now Reagan Bader coming up to the plate now. Bader batting .346 on the season, 1 homer. There's a base hit, and Parson gonna wave in. Ivy Benson, Twin Rivers leads by 1. And the tag is out at second base. as LJ Benson could not get back in time, but the run counts. Twin Rivers scores a run. We'll be back getting into the home half of inning number 1. Clearwater coming to bat. Twin Rivers leads by a run. You're listening, watching live coverage of the OFC softball tournament. It is presented by the Bank of Grandin. So we are back here as we get ready for the home half of inning number 1. Offensive lineup here for Clearwater is Gracie Allen leading things off at shortstop, batting second, the third baseman Georgia Eaton, batting third, the catcher Reagan Shear, the cleanup hitter. She is the pitcher today, Jenna Alcorn. Batting fifth at second base is Peyton Hurt, batting sixth, the first baseman Miley Graham. In left field, batting seventh is Abby Gingery, batting eighth, the DP Adrian Hewitt, and batting ninth at center field, Jordan Patterson. Playing right field, it is Aaliyah Barfield. Let's go around the horn now defensively for Coach Casey Parson. Out in left field, Reagan Bader. In center field, Layla Tompkins. Over in right field, Marley Musgraves. Third base is Ivy Benson, shortstop Reese Chrisman, second base Addison Whitlow, first base Abby Rayburn, and behind the plate Katie Aker. On the mound for Twin Rivers, it is junior Alexis Parson. Her earned run average is just over 2 at 2.117, 82 and 2/3 innings. She has given up 63 hits, 50 runs, 25 earned, walked 34, and struck out 138. First pitch is in there for a called strike, and we're underway here in the home half of inning number 1. It is Gracie Allen, the shortstop, leading things off in the bottom part of inning number 1. Parson making her 15th appearance and 15th start of the season. Earned run average is 2.117. Here is the 0-1 offering. This one is outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Coach Tim Green, the head coach of the Clearwater Lady Tigers, great guy too. 1-1 the count. The assistant coaches are Jerry Alcorn and David Rowald. Those are the assistant coaches for the Clearwater Tigers. Coach Green standing there on third base. It is 2 balls and 1 strike now. Swing and a miss. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. To the leadoff hitter in Gracie Allen. Twin Rivers getting a run in the top part of inning number 1. They are the 3 seed, Clearwater the 2 seed. This one fouled away. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 the count. A lot of folks tuning in here this afternoon. Glad to have you alongside. It's 6:20 on this Wednesday. Tim and I are going to fly back to, well, Tim lives up in this direction, so he don't have very far to go. Me, on the other hand, not so much. Popped up behind us. We'll do it again. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends at Vanover Renovations and Construction. Whether it's a kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, or just a plain makeover, 573-718-3109 for a free estimate today. There's a rip right to the third baseman. It goes underneath her. That was a hard hit ball, a leadoff base hit to begin this ball game. Allen over there on first base. I'll see how the official scorekeeper, Mr. England, scores that.
Blue 313. Blue 313.
Going to be a hit. He gives me thumbs up. He says, I know what I'm talking about. Allen reaches first base. Now Georgia Eaton coming up to the plate. She's got some power as well. Runner on first base, nobody out. Strike is called. No balls and a strike. Vanover Renovation and Construction proudly serving Southeast Missouri. Boy, big crowd here watching this game like we saw in the last game as well. You look out and see a lot of orange and black and a lot of royal blue in the crowd. Pretty convinced if that tree wasn't there, Tim's car would have got hit by that ball. No balls and 2 strikes. So tomorrow, right now, we are supposed to be at Three Rivers College starting at 2 o'clock. But Mother Nature may have different plans. You never know. It is spring after all. No balls and 2 strikes. Here is the 0-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. This one goes foul down that third base line. It is no balls and 2 strikes here. Alexis Parson ready to fire one in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up high for a ball. Runner takes off and the throw down is safe, not in time. Good run by Allen as she slid in under the tag. She had a great jump on that ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. So Allen on second base. Eaton now has a runner in scoring position. Here is the pitch on the way. 1-2 offering from Parson. There's a rip out to left field. That one gets in the gap. 1 run is going to score. And that'll be a double, and Eaton around second base, and she'll go back. So an RBI double. That was hit hard over Bader's head. First 2 base runners with a hit, and 1 run is already in.
Be smart. Good lead.
Reagan Shear now coming up to the plate. She is the catcher. This one taken outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Calling balls and strikes here in this ball game is Gary Hall. In the field, Brian Chilton. He is standing there between second and third base. You can't see him on the camera, but you will. 1-0 pitch is called a strike. Good location by Parson. It is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Doniphan, they move on to the championship game tomorrow. Who will join them? We are tied at 1 apiece. It is 1-1. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Alexis Parson. Sun trying to come out here as the evening progresses. Hopefully we'll be impacted with no rain here the remainder of the day. Had a little shower move through in the first game, nothing major. Just misses outside at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Tomorrow we start off our River Radio St. Jude Radiothon at 6 a.m. That'll go on for 12 hours on Thursday and on Friday. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Just misses outside. It is a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, it's a big pitch here with nobody out, runner on second base. It's already a 1-1 game. Twin Rivers scored 10 runs on Monday. They won in a run rule, so did Clearwater. This one has popped up, maybe playable. Benson goes over to make the catch, and there is the first out of the inning. 1 down here in the home half of inning number 1. It goes F5, Jenna Alcorn coming up to the plate now. Alcorn, the starting pitcher for Clearwater, would love to help out her own cause. Freshman digs in, runner still at second base. Georgia Eaton on the RBI double. In there for a call strike. Boyden, runner takes off and no throw. Runner's gonna score on the overthrow. Safe. So the air on the throw. There's the instant replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. So it is a 2-1 ball game. No balls and 1 strike now. Here is the pitch. This one fouled away. It is quickly a no balls and a 2-strike count. 0-2 the count. Well, I tell you what, a big crowd here. You can hear it when the crowd goes wild. You can really hear it on the crowd mic. Nobody on base here. Runners 2-1 to score. Clearwater leads by a run. Here is the 0-2 pitch. There's a pop fly. This one to left field. Going over to make the catch is Reagan Bader. 2 down in the inning. A good catch by the left fielder. 2 down here in the home half of inning number 1. Peyton Hurt now coming up to the plate. Hurt pitched to Jim on Monday night. She was our player of the game too. Great interview, by the way. I felt bad because somebody unplugged us at the college right during our interview. Tim says it wasn't him. 1 ball, no strikes. Coming up in the top of the 2nd inning, it'll be Tompkins, Rayburn, Musgraves. If anybody gets on, Whitlow to bat 4th in the 2nd inning. Here is the 1-0 pitch on the way. Strike is called. That was a good pitch, good location there. 1-1 the count here in the bottom of inning number 1. It's a 2-1 game in favor of Clearwater. Hurt, the second baseman, trying to get on base here with 2 down. Here is the pitch on the way. There's a fly ball to center field. Tompkins got a great read on that. And there is the 3rd out of the inning. Clearwater comes away with a couple of runs. Nobody left on base. We are going to the 2nd inning. Tompkins, Rayburn, and Musgraves on 2 runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. You're listening and watching the OFC Softball Tournament. We are live, presented by the Bank of Grandin. Our ball game is being brought to you by Spencer's Tire. Remember this name as Spencer Tire and Auto Repair on Highway 53. It's located in Poplar Bluff. 6 months interest-free financing on complete and reliable auto care with a huge selection of new and used tires, state inspections, oil changes, even roadside assistance. It is Spencer's Tire and Auto Repair a proud supporter of the OFC. First pitch is called a ball. We are underway as the senior Tompkins now digs in. 1 ball and no strikes here in the top of inning number 2. Inside for a ball. Quickly 2 balls and no strikes. So Tompkins batting .213 here in the spring, 8 RBIs. Takes ball 3 a little high, 3 balls and no strikes. Twin Rivers is scoring a run on 1 hit in the first inning. Here is the pitch, good pitch that time, 3 balls and 1 strike. I know my wife Pam Tim is tuning in right now, or she's at least listening while she's at work. This one is downstairs and a leadoff walk here to the senior Layla Tompkins. So Tompkins aboard here. The tying run is on first base. Abby Rayburn coming up to the plate. She's a freshman for Twin Rivers. Rayburn batting .306, 9 RBIs so far this season. She's got 11 hits. This one just a little bit low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Made her chase up high. So Tompkins at first base. She's got 2 stolen bases here this spring on 2 tries. Doesn't steal much. There's a ground ball. Could be 2. At second is out and first base is safe. A low throw. It'll be a fielder's choice. They do get the lead runner, so it's going to end up going as 6 or make that 4-6 on the out. 1 down here in the top of inning number 2. Maddie Musgraves coming up to the plate now.
Go, Maddie.
1 down here in the inning. Musgraves digs in. She is batting .325 with 10 RBIs. Takes strike 1. No balls and 1 strike here with a runner on first base. Musgraves, the freshman, the DP this evening. Outside a little bit for a ball. 1-1 the count. Boy, I tell you what, Alcorn, she is just firing it in there. She is not wasting any time in between pitches. She's got some speed behind those pitches. Swing and a miss just like that, right on cue. Hard to catch up with a ball like that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Whitlow waiting on deck with 1 down here in the inning. Here is the 1-2 pitch. This one is fouled away down that third base line, so we'll do it again. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moss Playplex is a proud supporter. They've got birthdays, baby showers, even indoor batting cages, dodgeball, basketball, even volleyball. For non-stop fun, it is Moss Playplex. Give them a call, 573-609-1250. It is Moss Playplex, a proud supporter of the OFC tournament. 2-2 the count to Maddie Musgraves. This one fouls it off the plate, and we'll do it again. It's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Don't forget about Davis Motors. If you're looking for financing options that you can rely on, it is Davis Motors. They have been around for 25 years. Family-owned business, have been trusted from people like you. This one's popped up, this one down the line, and foul. Just goes foul down the line. 2-2 the count. If you're buying or selling your vehicle, then look no further than Davis Motors. The process is easy and hassle-free, located on South Westwood in Poplar Bluff. It is a Davis Motors, a proud supporter. There is a swing and a miss, a Loftus Land Management strikeout. 2 down here in the inning. So 2 punch-outs following the leadoff walk. And now coming up to the plate, the 9-hitter, Addison Whitlow. She is batting on the season at 300 back to first base is not in time. Whitlow batting .300 with 6 RBIs. 15 hits so far this spring. 6 of them have been for doubles. Here is the 1-0 pitch downstairs for a ball. It is 2 balls and no strikes. So a quick 2-0 count to the 9-hitter. Reese Chrisman awaiting on deck, who popped up her first time. Up high again, 3 balls and no strikes. 3 balls and no strikes. Rayburn standing on first base. Here is the pitch, and downstairs lost him on 4 straight pitches. So a second walk issued in the inning. And Reese Chrisman now coming back up to the plate. She popped out to left field her first time. She is entering the game batting .424. Takes ball 1 up high, 5 straight balls here thrown, and now we're going to get time by Reagan Shear. She'll walk out and talk to the pitcher. Our ball game is being brought to you by Hillis Family Chiropractic. Also being brought to you by Barker's Towing Auto Repair, Loftus Land Care and Landscaping. Also Atomic Solar, Mossy Oak Properties, Twin Rivers Booster Club, and being brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agent Keith Parker, proud supporters of the OFC. Strike is called. Good pitch that time. Right down the middle. It is a 1 ball and 1 strike count. 2 runners on. And there's a strike as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down in the inning. Runner in scoring position. It is a 2-1 game. Outside, good location, good eye by Chrisman, the senior shortstop for Twin Rivers. 2-2-2 the count. There's a fly ball. This one out towards center. It gets in for a hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are being waved in. Here is the throw in. Chrisman to third base. She is in there. A 2 RBI triple, and Chrisman is on at third base. Twin Rivers has regained the lead by 1. So Chrisman shaking up on the play. Coach Parson quickly making sure that she is okay. Twin Rivers picks up 2 runs on the 2 RBI triple. Twin Rivers now leads by a run. That was a big time shot with 2 down in the inning. First one to Ivy Benson is a ball taken. 1 ball, no strikes. Benson stepping in, batting .545 this season. Pops this one up and out of play. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Allison, you're absolutely right. Good games indeed. Here is the 1-1 offering downstairs and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. I know we're in the second inning, very early in the ball game, but that's a huge insurance run standing there on third base with 2 down. It is a 3-2 score. Benson digs in, and that's a good pitch right down the pike there. 2-2 the count with 2 down. Last time these two met up, it was an 8-6 win by Clearwater. These 2 teams very, very good offensively and defensively. Outside, count is full again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch number 31 of this inning coming by Jenna Alcorn. She has thrown 53 for the ball game so far. Here is the payoff pitch. Downstairs, it is a 2-out walk, and runners now on the corners with 2 down. Alexis Parson coming up to the plate. Parson walked her first time. She has an opportunity to help out her own cause. There's a rip, this one down the first base line, and foul. 1 ball, or make that no balls and 1 strike here. Parson batting .288 this season. With runners in scoring position, she is batting .281. Parson has 18 RBIs, would love to knock in 19. That's standing on third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Benson on first base. Chrisman on third. It's 2-0-2 down the lines. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alcorn ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is a 3-2 ball game. There's a ground ball up the middle. What a stop by the second, or the shortstop. Got her. What a stop by Allen to end the inning on the fielder's choice. That saved a run. We go to the home half of the second inning. It is a 3-2 score as Twin Rivers leads by 1. Graham, Gingery, and Hewitt all due up. It is 3-2. You're watching live coverage of the OFC softball tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so we are back now as we get ready for the home half of the second inning, and it is a 3-2 score. I'll tell you what, Allen made an unreal play there at shortstop. Gracie Allen saving at least a run as that ball was headed toward center field on the grass. Great diving stop, able to get the out at second base on the force out. It'll be Graham, Gingery, and Hewitt, 6, 7, and 8, all due up here in the inning. If anybody gets on, Jordan Patterson will bat 4th in this inning. 3-2 the score as we are in the home half of inning number 2. So Parson now comes set. Here is the first pitch to Miley Graham. Graham takes ball 1 inside. Graham, the first baseman. Boy, I tell you what, hats off to Clearwater for all the hard work they've done today to get this field ready. I know it's raining again back in Poplar Bluff. Hopefully we don't get a whole lot of rain overnight. You never know. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go foul. Coach Green had to get out of the way on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. You're welcome, Allison, absolutely. Tell you what, Brian's doing a good job here today. You should be proud. He's killing it today. Home plate umpire in the first game, field umpire in this game. Strike called, good pitch. State caliber officials here today. Each has worked some of the state playoff games, the Final Four in softball in Springfield. They know what they're doing. There's a fly ball. This one gets out of play. Oh, Coach K is tuning in from He says, let's go Royals. Used to be a coach for Twin Rivers years ago. Sorry, Coach K, giving your age a little bit. One ball, two strikes. Nobody down. Graham trying to get on base. Here is the 1-2 pitch by the junior. Up high, good pitch. Good eye there by Graham. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Twin Rivers leads by a run. The winner gets Doniphan tomorrow. There's a rip, and there's a base hit. Good sliding stop there by Tompkins. They're going to go for 2. She is safe. Boy, that is hustle all the way by Graham. Graham came flying in to second base. She knew when that ball was hit, she was not going to stop. Well, I'll tell you what, great stop there by Tompkins in center field. Graham, she knew the moment it was hit, she was going to stretch that as far as she could. So Graham on second base. Abby Gingery coming up to the plate. The left fielder takes this one back to the screen. It's no balls and a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
Blue, 222. Blue.
You betcha, Allison. I know we had some issues in the first game. I'll blame those on Tim. Now that it's working good, I'll blame that on myself.
Left shoulder up the middle, let's go.
So now no balls and 1 strike here to Gingery. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Parson. No balls and 2 strikes. So at least for right now, we're not threatened by rain where we are for the time being. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Hester Trucking is a proud supporter of this year's OFC. Family owned and operated for 4 generations, and they're available for all your dump trucking needs. There's the fly ball. This one gets out of play, so we'll do it again. 1-2 the count. Remember, they can do asphalt, rock, dirt, even haul and spread lime. Call Randy, Jason, Sean, or Devin, 573-328-1160. And by Bader Wood Truss, family owned and operated for 37 years. Give them a call, 573-328-4150. Bader Wood Truss, swing and a miss. A Loftus Land Management strikeout, and the runner advances to third base. So Graham ends up on third base. 1 down here in the inning on the Loftus Land Management strikeout. First of the ball game for Alexis Parson. 1 down. Coming up now, Adrian Hewitt takes ball 1 inside. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count now to the 8 hitter in the lineup, Adrian Hewitt. Time is called, and here comes Coach Parson out to talk to Alexis Parson. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends at Hillis Family Chiropractic. They proudly support the OFC tournament this season, and they are there to help you feel your best. Write this number down. Give them a call. Book your appointment, 573-223-2393. That is Hillis Family Chiropractic, and brought to you by B&J Fencing. They offer custom commercial, residential, and farm fencing specific to your fencing needs. 573-718-4796. It is B&J Fencing, a proud supporter of the OFC softball tournament. We are here in the bottom of the second inning. For Clearwater, the tying run standing on third base. There's a swing and a miss, and now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a 1-1 count. Nice crowd here today at Rotary Park in Piedmont. home of the Lady Tigers. This one fouled away to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luckily that fence was there. Otherwise, Shannon may not be taking score no more tonight. Just saying. It's a very real possibility. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Winner plays in the championship game on Thursday. As of right now, it is scheduled for 4 p.m. Popped up, and this one gets out of play as well. We'll do it again. Good at bat here by Hewitt. It'll be the 6th pitch of the at bat for Hewitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Twin Rivers has 3 runs on a couple of hits in an error. Inside, just misses. Tell you what, good battle here. Hewitt, hard to lay off of that pitch, and somehow she does. Clearwater has 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. Tying run standing on third base. Up high for a ball. Count is full. Good stop there by Aker. 3-2 the count now. Miss Harriet Dollins is tuning in. She says, let's go Royals. Glad to have you alongside. 3-2 the count. Parson comes set. 1 down here in the inning. Here's the payoff. Popped up. This one's playable. Chrisman going back to make the catch. Chrisman makes the catch, but more importantly, keeps the tying run on third base. 2 down in the inning. Good at bat there by Hewitt anyway. Ran the count up as much as she could. Jordan Patterson coming up to the plate now. Patterson steps in with 2 runners, or I should say 2 outs rather, and a runner on third base. Parson comes set, rocks and fires up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball and no strikes now to the 9-hitter in the lineup. Patterson digs in. Here is the 1-0 pitch. And this one right at the belt. Strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. See Doniphan still running around here. Their players and coaching staff still watching this game. Hope you're enjoying the camera angles that we're able to provide. The center field camera, our fence camera, first base camera. Did I miss any, Tim? We've got another home plate camera. See, we've got them all over the place. I have no idea where they're all stationed at. Couldn't tell you. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's nice to see where the ball is, oh, that's for sure. Here is the 2-1 pitch on the way from Parson. Swing and a miss. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming up in the top of the 3rd inning, 4, 5, and 6 due up. Aker, Bader, and Tompkins. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. It is a Loftus Land Management strikeout with a runner on third base. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. It is still a 3-2 game. You're watching exclusive coverage of this year's OFC softball tournament. It is presented by the Bank of Grandin. Our ball game is being brought to you by White Sanders Funeral Home, located in Fisk and Culin, family owned and operated. They are committed to providing personalized service for all families with compassion, dignity, and respect. It is Jim and Kathy Sanders are proud to support this year's OFC softball tournament. And being brought to you by Christian Automotive and Tire. Score big with Christian Automotive and Tire. It is home of the free tire rotations and trusted repairs for your vehicle and no credit financing with no money down. Up to the plate now for the Lady Royals. It is Katie Aker. Aker takes ball one downstairs, a 1 ball and no strikes. Aker is 0 for 1 so far in the ball game today. Aker struck out back in the first inning. Aker batting .630, gets this one to shortstop and a high throw. It is a dead ball and the runner will get to second base. Going to be an E6 on that. So a high throw by Allen, and Aker is now on second base. So Twin Rivers has their leadoff just like Clearwater did. There's a base hit, this one into center field. Coach Parsons slowing up Katie Aker. And now runners on first and third base with nobody down. Bader hit that one on the screws out to center field. And now runners on the corners. And the runner takes off and nobody's holding her on. Bader gets to second base on the stolen base. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Or wait a minute. So now the umpires are getting together. So they call the runner at third out. So they're calling the base runner out at third base. So Aker is out.
Yeah, all I'm asking is, was that for leaving too soon?
No, that's what I thought she left too soon.
That's what I
Look back rule violation.
The look back, it's a look back rule
It's
violation.
a look back rule violation. Thank you guys. We turned that mic up to get clarification. It was a look back rule violation. That's what it was. So Aker is out. Bader is awarded second base. Well, I tell you what, that's why we have those mics, so that way we can pick up on all the action. 1 down in the inning. This one is popped up and nearly caught. Good job there by Shear. Nearly had a big-time stop there. 1 down in the inning. Runners on second base.
I have 1 strike.
1 strike. There was a pitch before that, too.
I've got 1-1 the count. 1-1, thank you. That's what I had was 1-1. I was like, what? 1-1 the count. So 1 ball and a 1 strike. 1-1 the count now. Tompkins is showing bunt. She pops it up again. Oh, what a catch. Oh, it's going to go fair. Shear, I thought she had that one. It popped out of her glove, and that'll be a base hit. And runners on the corners. Well, that was a great effort, though, by Shear. No doubt about that. Runners on the corners now. Abby Rayburn walked her first time. This one is popped up to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. So Aker was out earlier in the inning on a look-back violation. We know it was a look-back violation because you heard that with our crowd mic. This one is taken for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tim, you better get in shape. Your mom was watching, my friend. She says it was cutting out, now it's better. It's all your fault. You get it, Miss Hicks. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners on the corners. It's a 2-1 count. Bader standing on third base. Rayburn, the first baseman. There's a rip for a base hit. And a run comes in to score. There's an overthrow. And the runners will advance to second and third base. So Bader scores. It'll be an overthrow on Gingery, and the runners now on second and third base. It is 3 hits in a row for Twin Rivers. And now they lead 4-2. Musgraves digs in. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Musgraves struck out in the second inning. Winner gets Doniphan tomorrow afternoon. Up high for a ball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Our ball game brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agent Keith Parker. Write this number down, 573-785-4629, and secure the coverage that you deserve with Missouri Farm Bureau agent Keith Parker. This one fouled away. Count is even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one up high for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. There's a swing and a miss. It is a Loftus Land Management strikeout. 2 down in the inning. And now Addison Whitlow coming up to the plate with runners on second and third base. Swing and a miss. Alcorn, she is rocking and firing now. No balls and a strike. Boy, it's pouring down back at the college right now in Poplar Bluff. My good buddy Jeff Noe sending me a text. Popped up in the inning will come to an end, but not before Twin Rivers ends up and adds 1 more run. They strand 2 runners as well. We go to the bottom of the inning. It is back to the top of the lineup. Allen, Eaton, and Shear. When we come back, Twin Rivers now leads 4-2. You're watching live coverage of this year's OFC softball tournament. It is presented by the Bank of Grandin. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends from the Twin Rivers Booster Club, a proud supporter of this year's Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament. Good luck to the Lady Royals and bring home the gold. And brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties. They are your area's premier award-winning real estate specialist. Whether you're buying or selling your home or property, call 573-712-2252 or go online to mozark.com for your Grand Slam move today. And by Atomic Solar. If you're tired of energy bills, go solar with Atomic Solar. Professional installations that save you money. Call now for a free consultation. 573-614-8448.
We need to speed the game up. We're just lollygagging around. Let's play ball.
There we go. Speed the game up is what the home plate umpire says. All right, Allen now. Allen steps up to the plate. We are back to the top of the lineup. This one's popped up. Watch out, Tim. It's coming your way. Out of play behind the fans here. No balls and 1 strike. As we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning now. Gracie Allen, she is 1 for 1 on the evening so far. Singled and a stolen base back in the 1st inning. Also scored a run. Scored the game's first run. This one's popped up. Benson gets underneath it to make the catch for the out. 1 up and 1 down here in the inning. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It goes F5 on the out. Georgia Eaton comes up to the plate now. She had an RBI base hit back in the 1st inning. She also scored a run. Up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 the count now. Well, I'll tell you what, the fans here on the Clearwater side, very gracious host, no doubt about that. Like being around them, that's for sure. This one gets downstairs. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. I've got Shannon England right beside me as well, taking score. He's been fun to be around the last couple of days also. This one, strike is called. I'm not sure if I can say this or not. He may get mad at me, but 12 days until retirement for Mr. England. We may talk him into staying 1 more year. Just saying, it could happen. You never know. He's like, no way, Jose.
Papers are already filed.
I'll tell your admin you're staying 1 more year. Trash those papers. He said they're already filed and ready to go. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lights are on here at Rotary Park. It's a great night for softball. After the morning of heavy rain, we had strike 2. Eaton thought that was ball 4, and she was about to head down to first base. After the morning we had of heavy rain, I didn't think it was possible. But man, these coaches here at Clearwater, they worked a miracle today. Here is the payoff pitch. This one's popped up, and we'll do it again, right back to the screen. Man, that screen has saved us from a lot of foul balls this direction. Did you lose your camera there, Tim? Is that what you took down? Did the ball hit the camera? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. I thought maybe it hit it. You never know. Never know with you. Here is the payoff pitch on the way. This one's popped up again. It hits the net and gets out of here. We'll do it again. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Pitch number 8 coming in this at-bat. Very good by Georgia Eaton. Here is pitch number 8 of this at-bat. And she held up, and she will get down to first base. That was a good at-bat there by Eaton. Took 8 pitches to get her there. It is a 1-out walk. Reagan Shear now coming up to the plate.
It's over there. It's not over here.
I don't think it's us. I think it's somewhere else. I think we're good. This one has popped up. Back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. I think we're fine, Tim. We're going to sacrifice. We're going to stay here as long as we have to. No balls, or make that. Yeah. No balls and 1 strike. This one is a strike called. Back down to second base, not in time. There's a throw, an error on the throw to third base, and she is safe. So they called it a strike. Eaton has a stolen base, and then we'll get to third on the air. It is 0-2 the count now. One down, big run. Ms. Hicks letting us know it's raining in Williamsville. Thank you so much. This one has popped up and out of play, so we'll do it again. Good at bat here. Reagan Shear, the catcher, batting left-handed. Stepping in, it's a 4-2 ball game. Third run of the ball game for the Lady Tigers on third base. Here is the 0-2 pitch. There's a fly ball, deep center field. This game is tied. Oh, Shannon, that wasn't on camera. No, I'm kidding. It was on camera, I promise. A two-run blast by Shear, and the game is now tied at 4. So far, that is the hit of the ball game to this point. This one has popped up down the third base line, gets out of play.
Your hips are first thing that's flying. Your hips are flying.
So 4-4 now the score. Reagan Shear, the catcher, she goes yard all the way to center field. It is 217 in center. That was probably more like 220, 223. No balls and one strike here.
Keep the front hip closed. Come on.
So now up to the plate, Jenna Alcorn. She is the pitcher trying to help her own cause. Strike is called. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes now. And there's a rip. This one gets down for a hit. This one is going to be at least a double. It is a 1-out double. And all of a sudden, the Lady Tigers now coming alive here in the bottom half of inning number 3 with only 1 down. Third consecutive base runner right now. Just getting a severe thunderstorm watch has just now been issued for Butler County in the Boot Heel. That's great news. That makes me happy. Swing and a miss. Good block there by Aker, able to hold that ball right in front of her. No balls and 1 strike.
Look at where the second base was at. Get a lead.
1-2-1.
Ball taken. Good job there by Aker. She was ready to throw down to first base if need be. One ball, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, just over an hour long, we have been on the air with this ball game. There's a rip. Oh, what a catch by the pitcher. Not in time for a double play. Watch this replay here, presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. Watch the line drive right to her glove. That is purely reactionary right there. That's all that was. Great play and great play indeed. Going to get a courtesy runner here for, going to be Alden standing at second base now with 2 down. This one misses downstairs for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. 2 down, go ahead run, standing on second base. There's a rip, and this one just goes foul. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count.
Hands back. Take those hands straight back.
I think if we can get past this first
1-1 the count. Here is the pitch on the way. This one is popped up along the infield, and Parson makes the catch. But not before Reagan Shear. She goes yard, and the game is tied at 4 apiece. 2 runs on 2 hits. A runner left on second base. We go to the top of inning number 4. It is back to the top of the lineup. It is Chrisman, Benson, and Parson when we come back. You're watching live coverage. It is the OFC Softball Tournament. It is presented by the Bank of Grandin. So we are back. Our ball game is being brought to you by Loftus Land Management. Anything your land needs, Loftus Land Management, they can get it done for you and do it right with over 15 years of experience. Call today for a free estimate, 573-300-1136. Top of the 4th inning now. Here we go. Reese Chrisman up to the plate. Brand new ball game. Ball 1 taken downstairs. It's 1 ball and no strikes now. Alcorn back on the mound for the Lady Tigers. Up high for a strike near the right there at the belt. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. So only because we're at a ball game, and this is pretty important stuff too, I'll tell you, downstairs for the ball, it is 2 balls and 1 strike. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch that has just been issued for Ripley, Butler, Stoddard, and the Missouri Boot Heel. That is in effect until 11 p.m. tonight. 3 balls and 1 strike here to the leadoff. There's a rip, and what a great, oh, it's gonna get behind, hurt the second baseman. We'll see how they score that one. They're gonna score that one in E4, and Chrisman now is on first base. The go-ahead run is standing on first base now. Ivy Benson, she has walked twice in this ball game and scored a run. Fouls that one away. Here is the pitch, ground ball. This one up the middle for a base hit. So Benson gets her first hit of the ball game, and now runners on first and second base. Strike is called to the pitcher, Alexis Parson. She would love to help out her own cause here. This one fouls it away a little high, fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes. Trying to get this game in before any rain impacts us. We're in good shape right now. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way by Jenna Alcorn. Up high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Loftus Land Care and Landscaping, a proud supporter as well. Outside, it just misses for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 573 300 1136 for Loftus Land Care and Landscaping. There's a ground ball. This one right to the pitcher. Shortstop picks it up and gets the out at first base. Boy, great job by Allen to come over and make that play. It winds up being a productive out because the 2 base runners advance to second and third base. So now runners on second and third with 1 down here in the inning. Coming up to the plate now is Katie Aker. Aker takes strike 1. Aker is 0 for 2 so far today. Aker has struck out and she reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. There's a ground ball. This one gets into a center field. 1 run is in. Here comes the 2nd run. Here's a throw down. Safe at second. So Aker delivers on a 2 RBI base hit. 2 runs that come in to score. It is a 2 RBI base hit. Time is called. Nope, called it the ball, so the time was not granted. So Bader with an RBI base hit, and she singled back in the 3rd inning as well. This one is popped up to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, this game is everything you would hope it would be on a semifinal matchup. It's going back and forth. Big time crowd watching us here tonight. The winner gets Doniphan tomorrow. Up high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Still 1 person out here in the inning. There's a ground ball. This one is booted by the 3rd baseman. Bader is going to be held up, and the runner comes in at second. That'll be an E5 on the air by the 3rd baseman. Time is called. So Bader winds up on second base. So Bader reaches base for a 3rd time in this ball game. For the Lady Tigers, that is their 4th error of this ball game. And now Tompkins, she had that bunt base hit last inning. She now is up with 2 runners on base. Big time moment for the senior. Showing bunt, pulls it back, 1 ball, no strikes. All right, Tim, it's your turn to lead us into a chant. What do you say? He's like, all right. I think he's getting tired, folks. She butts this time, but it goes foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tammy Stockton McBroom is watching here tonight. Showing bunt, pulls it back. 2 balls and a strike. Our instant replay sponsor being brought to you by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. It is Barker's by request, 785-7811. Up high for the ball, ball 3, 3 balls and 1 strike. It's a 3-1 count. Twin Rivers has already scored 2 runs in this inning. And now the bases are loaded following the 1-out walk to the senior. Abby Rayburn, an RBI base hit last inning. She comes in, the infield, it comes in a little bit. Eaton and Graham and Allen all take a step or 2 in. She is swinging for the fence too. It takes that one for a foul ball. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are loaded for Abby Rayburn, the freshman.
Let's go, girl! You got this!
Here is the 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. This one could be 2. They're going to go home for the force out. Great job by Hurt to recognize to get the force out at home. Bases are still loaded, and now there are 2 down in the inning. Takes ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. One ball and no strikes. This one is downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 down in the inning. Boy, that was a great smart play by Peyton Hurt, the freshman out there at second base, to take that force out. There's a fly ball. This one's going to get out of play down that third base line. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Black River Shooting Supplies, Indoor Range, and Caliber Cafe, a proud supporter. Don't forget about their amazing lunch specials. There's the ground ball, base hit. Oh, wait a minute, they're going to call the runner out. So they call the runner out, and that will be the end of the inning. We'll be back. You're watching live coverage. It is the OFC softball tournament. It is presented by the Bank of Grandin. All right, so we are back, and that last out there on Twin Rivers was runner interference. That is why the third out was called. Appreciate Gary Hall and Brian Chilton for letting us know what the play was so we can explain that to you as well. So 2 big runs that come across in the inning on 2 hits, 2 errors as well. 3 runners left aboard. We are in the home half of inning number 4 now. First pitch is called a strike right down the middle. Took 29 pitches in that last inning. This one was able to hold off there. Good job there by the batter. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Abby Gingery up to the plate now. Gingery is 0 for 1, struck out back in the 2nd inning. It is 1-1 the count. So 1-1 the count here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This one is popped up and out of play down the first base line. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Call 1 strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice breeze here in Piedmont. Oh, this one got her on the arm. It's a hit by pitch. Tying run is now coming up to the plate. It is Adrian Hewitt. Popped out to shortstop her last time.
Green, 3-3-1.
Tracy Horton is tuning in. She says, let's go Twin Rivers. Showing bunt here is Hewitt. This one gets away. 1 ball and no strikes.
That's not a foul.
1 ball and no strikes. As Gingery doing her part, getting over to second base. 1-0 the count. Pitch number 76 coming up for the junior. There's a fly ball to center field. Tompkins goes over to make the catch. Tompkins for the first out. 1 down here in the inning. Boy, that ball was hit hard. One down here in the inning. It goes F8 on the out. And now Jordan Patterson coming up. She struck out her only time so far. Runner on second base, tying run at home plate. Patterson now digs in. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt. This one's going to go foul. I like the attitude there. Just goes foul. No balls and 1 strike. Our ball game being brought to you by Elite Trucking Academy. Drive your future forward with Elite Trucking Academy in Poplar Bluff. ETA offers professional CDO training for anyone looking to start a new driving career. Here is the 0-1 pitch, showing bunt again. This one is a ball taken. 1 ball and 1 strike. Call ETA today, 573-714-9319, or enroll online, etacdl.com. Don't forget about Russian Towing and Auto since 1956. Russian's Towing has been your go-to for towing services. This one is a ball, and the runner takes off, and they will be on third base on the pass ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Russian's Towing now offers auto repairs, even glass services. Write this number down, 785-6349. It is Russians to the rescue, 785-6349. Here is the 2-1 pitch in there for a called strike. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also, Bank of Grandin, our title sponsor. Trust the Bank of Grandin for all your banking needs. They are proud supporters of this year's Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament. Call the Bank of Grandin, 573-989-3401. Ball 3 taken. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count now. Full count. It is a full count here. Twin Rivers, runner on third base, 1 down. Here is the payoff pitch on the way. Up high, runners now on first and third base. Time is going to be called by the head coach here, by Coach Casey Parson. Tying run is standing on first base. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends at Hillis Family Chiropractic, Davis Motors. Also being brought to you by Moss Playplex, Spencer's Tire, Elite Trucking Academy, Black River Shooting Supplies, Indoor Range and Caliber Cafe, Vanover Renovations and Construction, Westwood Billards, also Semotech Solutions, Costello's 67 Towing, and being brought to you by Hester Trucking, B&J Fencing, White Sander Funeral Home, Bader Wood Truss, and Russian Towing, Auto Repair, and Glass Shop, and Christian Automotive and Tire. Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Keith Parker, the Twin Rivers Booster Club, Mossy Oak Properties, Atomic Solar, Loftus Land Management, also Loftus Lawn Care and Landscaping, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, and the Bank of Grandin. All of our softball sponsors for this year's OFC tournament. Back to the top of the lineup. Runners on the corners. Tying run on first base. This one is popped up and this one hits the trees. It may have saved your car, Tim. No balls and 1 strike here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Time called now by home plate umpire as Grace Allen goes down and talks to Coach Green. Runners on the corners. It is a 2-run ball game. Runners on first and third base with only 1 down in the inning. Abby Gingery is on third base. She was hit by a pitch, a pop out by Adrian Hewitt, and then the walk to Jordan Patterson. It is an 0-1 count. Here is the pitch on the way. It's a ball taken. Could not cleanly get it out of her glove. Patterson is now going to be on second base. It is a 1-1 count. Here is the pitch on the way. There's a ground ball, base hit. 1 run is going to come in to score. They throw to third base, not in time, and the runner takes off and goes to second base. It is a 6-5 ball game. Gingery comes in. Allen will come around on the throw to second base. It is now a 6-5 game. Strike is called. Tying run standing on third base. Go-ahead run is on second base. 1 ball and 1 strike. Georgia Eaton now. She has walked and singled, has an RBI and scored 2 runs. Ball 1 taken, 1-1 the count. Neelyville will play in the 3rd place game coming up tomorrow. That'll be at 2 o'clock as of right now. That one is scheduled for 2 o'clock. Although I gotta tell you folks, more rain's coming in. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. I have no idea where we'll be at tomorrow. Who knows? This one has popped up. This one to right field. Musgraves going under to make the catch. Oh, and the runners will tag We are tied with 2 down.
Hey, something on the ground here, kid.
A sacrifice fly. And now we've got ourselves a tie ball game. It is a 6-6 score coming up to the plate now. Reagan Shear, a 2-run homer back in the third. It went to straightaway center.
Hey, real selfish. Make her come to you.
We are tied at 6. We are in the 4th inning. This one has popped up out of play. Boy, big at bat here for Shear. She's proven already she's got some power. She took that one all the way to the deepest part of this park. Go ahead run standing on third base. Couple of RBIs in the ball game for Shear. Swing and a miss. She changes speeds. It is no balls and 2 strikes. Boy, big pitch here coming. Big time pitch on the way. 9, 1, and 2 are due up for Twin Rivers in the top of the 5th inning. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way from Parson. There's a ground ball. This one's going to stay foul. We'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. Try to get her on the same pitch a moment ago, but this time Shear was ready for it. Runners on the corners. Correction, runner on third base. With 2 down, just misses outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. This game an hour 34 minutes so far. 1-2 the count, tie score. There's a ground ball. This one goes foul. Boy, Shear is right on it too. She gets a hold of one. This could easily be a 2-run lead for Clearwater. She bats left-handed and took the last at bat to straightaway center. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on the way. Just misses outside is the call. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch number 96 coming up now for Alexis Parson. 26 pitches in all this inning so far. 25 pitches rather, make it 26. 2-2 pitch coming. This one fouled away, we'll do it again. Very good at bat here between Shear and Parson. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming for Shear. It is a battle for sure. 2-2 the count. There's a fly ball. This one out to right field. It gets in for a hit. It goes all the way to the fence. 1 run is in. And they're going to hold her up at third base. A triple, an RBI triple for Shear. And Clearwater has regained the lead. It is a 7-6 score. Two down in the inning. And Alcorn, who doubled her last time, steps up. This one is much like we said about Twin Rivers, this one is a big insurance run standing on third base. The way this game is going, we've been going back and forth a few innings. Twin Rivers gained a run in the first inning. Clearwater added 2 in the bottom of the inning. And then Twin Rivers went up by a run in the second, added 1 in the third. Clearwater, with Reagan Shear going deep in the third inning, ties the ball game. Twin Rivers adds 2 more runs in the top part of the inning. And now Clearwater adding 3 runs in the bottom part of the inning. It is no balls and 2 strikes here. It's a 1-run game. Clearwater leads by 1. This one is popped up, goes over the head of Ivy Benson. And Alcorn does her job. Just a lazy pop-up, gets in to left field. And it is an RBI base hit. Boy, Alcorn did just enough on that one to drive in an insurance run.
121. Blue, 121.
So now it is an 8-6 ball game. Hewitt is 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. This one is rocket shot down the third base line. It goes out of play. Some fans down that direction had to get out of the way on that one. That was hit on the nose. 8-6 now, the score. I'll tell you what, whoever advances, it looks to be a really good matchup tomorrow against Doniphan. It really does. Doesn't matter who advances. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third place game looks to be just as good.
Orange, 121. Orange, 121.
1 ball and 1 strike, 2 down. Runner on first base. It's a 2-run lead for the Lady Tigers. Oh, that one got her in the back, and Hurt now will jog down to first base. And now Graham coming up to the plate. Graham is 1 for 2, popped out to the pitcher in the third, doubled in the second inning. Still a lot of softball left to be played, only in the 4th inning, folks. A lot of softball left. This one is popped up. This one will get out of play. No balls and a 1 strike. 0-1 the count. No balls and a 1 strike here. 2-run lead, runners on first and second. This one is popped up as well. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 the count. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A Loftus Land Management strikeout. 4 runs on 3 hits and 2 left on base. It is 9-1 and 2 due up. It is a 2-run game. Clearwater leads 8-6. We're coming right back. You're watching live coverage. Don't go anywhere. Good ball game. We are live here in Piedmont. You're watching live coverage of the OFC softball tournament. It is presented by the Bank of Grandin. All right, so we are back, and we've got a new pitcher on the mound for the Lady Tigers out of Clearwater. On the mound, it'll be Abby Gingery coming in from left field. Miley Graham will leave first base and go to left field. And Jenna Alcorn will now move over, and she is going to be the new pitcher, or I should say first baseman, rather. First pitch is called a ball. We are in the top of inning number 5. 1 ball and no strikes. It is 9-1-2. I've got Chuck McFadden right here beside me. We call him Hot Hands. We're going to get him on the air later. We're trying to figure out what plan A, B, and C is tomorrow for our ball games. Tim's leaving. He's done. He said, I'm tired. I'm going home, folks. 3 balls and no strikes. You ever rent a camera before, Chuck? We may have you run some cameras. Tim's gone. He's out. He's done. He said he can figure it out. Strike is called. It is a 3 balls and 1 strike count now. 3-1 the count. Tim went out to make an adjustment on the camera. It's because obviously the nighttime. Trying to do the exposure thing on the camera. So we are back to the top of the lineup now. A leadoff walk here in the 5th for Addison Whitlow. Chrisman is up to the plate now. Strike 1 is called. Chrisman 1 for 3. A 2 RBI triple back in the 2nd. Reached on an air back in the 4th. This one, it hits the umpire. Runner takes off, and Whitlow is going to end up on second base. It is a 1-1 count now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tying run at home plate. So Abby Gingery coming in from left field, trying to close this game out for the Lady Tigers, up by 2 runs. Downstairs for a ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. Two on the count. This one gets away. Runner takes off, and now Whitlow is standing on third base on the pass ball. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. Time is called, and it's going to bring out the head coach here to talk to Gingery and try to get her back on track. Our ball game being brought to you by our title sponsor, the Bank of Grandin, also Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, and being brought to you by Loftus Land Care and Landscaping and Loftus Land Management, as well as Atomic Solar and Mossy Oak Properties, proud supporters of this year's OFC softball tournament. Tim is coming back. He is jogging it down the way. I wish I had a chair for you, big dog. I give you my chair. I got Chuck McFadden right here beside me.
Hey, I'm coming in the clutch right here. I'm just kind of kneeling down here, getting a good view.
Well, if you don't, they may get mad at you behind us.
I know. I was
they
trying to
may
keep
throw you out of here.
I might get run out of here before too long.
Can I just say what a ball game we have seen so far, honestly?
It has been a very tight game. I'm very proud of the way the girls are playing, but I knew it was going to be tight, just like that game before this one. So
Runners now on the corners, first and third base. The tying run is standing on first base now. And now coming up to the plate, Ivy Benson. Back-to-back walks here to begin this 5th inning. Benson, she's got a single, 2 walks, and 2 runs scored so far in the ball game. I got to tell you, first off, you guys have been remarkable. I was talking about this all game long. At 6 a.m., you guys were down here. There's a rip, and there's a big hit, but good job there by the second baseman. It'll be 1 out on the force, a run does come in to score.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to the coaching staff, man. They got out here and got after it this morning. There was a puddle of water between home base and first base that, I mean, it looked like a river out here, Frankie.
It really did. I saw pictures of that, so I can attest that is exactly correct. It is a 8-7 ball game now. Parson comes up with a runner on first base. There's a ground ball, could be two, out at second, and not at first, came off the bag. Another force out. The instant replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. Time is called. So we're going to see a courtesy runner coming in. LJ Benson will come in now for the runner at first base. 2 down here in the inning on back-to-back fielder's choice.
Frankie, you said it a while ago, these games are going to come down to the wire. Every out is going to be tough going forward for both sides.
It really is. This one has popped up.
Heads
this
up,
one.
Tim. Heads up,
Heads
Tim.
up, Tim.
Oh.
Nearly missed him. He just shrugs it off like, I don't care about a ball.
Man, that guy is dedicated to his craft right here, man. He is locked in.
He was not going to move. I kept thinking about the time he hit his head in Paragould, Arkansas, where I'm thinking, crap, we're going to the hospital, folks. And that happened. That's a true story. 0-1 the count. 1 ball and 1 strike now. But I was going to say, you guys have been phenomenal. And I know, I tell you what, being able to come out here and put together a pretty good production in Piedmont's pretty cool.
Absolutely, man.
There's a rip and there's a big hit. And LJ Benson, it goes all the way to the fence. They're going to hold the runners on second and third base. And now, all of a sudden, Aker does her job. And now we've got runners on second and third base. Reagan Bader coming up. So Bader is coming up to the plate. She has been on base in every at-bat so far today.
Yeah, these Lady Royals, man, they have been putting up one heck of a fight.
It's a fun game to call, that's for sure. This one goes over the head. Here comes LJ. Oh, they're going to have a play. She is out and home. What a play by Shear. And you got to hope LJ is okay. She's slow to get up, so we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Still a 1-run game. You're listening and watching. Well, we're going to stay here for just a moment here. Someone's car horn's going off. They're trying to get to your car, Tim. We'll be right back. It is a 1-run game, 8-7. You're watching live coverage of the OFC softball tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so we are back here as we get ready for the bottom of the 6th inning. It is a 1-run ball game. I want to go into the what-ifs tomorrow. We have a lot of them, and I know that Plan A is to go at Three Rivers College if Mother Nature will allow.
Absolutely.
But I was told Plan B, oh, look at that guy right behind you, Chuck.
Oh, bring in a chair.
I tell you what.
What a guy. Hey, this guy works for me. He's going to get raised.
I should have gave you my chair.
No, you're fine.
But I was going to say Plan B is to load up the equipment, and we're going to go to Tim's house, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to play ball there.
Yeah, we'll do it wherever we got to do it.
We'll do it in Williamsville.
Hey, yeah.
He'll barbecue for us. It'll be a good old time.
Hey, man, whatever. Hey, if Tim's that good a guy, we'll take it there tomorrow.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say he's a great guy, but, I mean, he's a pretty good guy, I guess. But, no, all joking aside, the Plan A is Three Rivers College. Three Rivers, and then, of course, plan B would be to come back out here and play third place in championships. And there also a plan C.
Plan C is Mineral Area College has said that they are available for us if they have a turf field. So rain is not as big of an issue, but just we're hoping to get it done at TRC tomorrow, but we're going to get it played tomorrow. We're going to do everything we can do.
I was going to say, what it boils down to is we're going to do everything we can to make sure these games get played tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah. We want to see the championship and third place game. I know they're going to be great games also. So. And
right now, no matter what, it looks like, as of right now, it looks like that the times are going to remain the same, 2 and 4.
Yep, that is the plan. If, of course, depending on weather, if we're looking at needing to delay it by an hour or something like that, of course, we'll communicate that with everybody as soon as we know. But, yeah, that is the plan, is 2 and 4.
I've got an idea. I've got 2 words for you. Midnight Madness.
Hey, I'm down.
Yeah, see, he's down with it, Tim. Except the only problem is I live farther away than all you guys, so I'll be the one having to drive.
Yeah,
but that's all right, though.
We'll do what we need to be, whatever needs to be done.
By the way,
I want to see
my wife heard you on Monday on the air, and she said, "Who was the guy talking?" I said, "Chuck. He's the principal at Clearwater."
Yeah.
She told me that you could probably do my job and do it better than I can, just so you know.
Well, I don't know about
just
that.
so we're clear.
I've seen you running this production over here. I don't think I could do all of that part of it for sure.
No, I think today Tim is he is definitely the hero of the broadcast. When we got here today, the first game, about 5 innings, it was pretty choppy, but I mean, we're in a remote location, so Tim, he worked on it during every single inning, and finally, when it mattered the most, he was able to get it fixed, and here we are in the second ball game. Looks pretty sharp.
Oh yeah, Frankie, you can say it, and you're not going to hurt anybody around here. So this is Piedmont's pretty much middle of nowhere, man.
No, but what I'm saying is the fact that we're able to come in here and do a broadcast like this, center field camera, instant replay.
I mean, it looks good.
The guy to my right, he's the man, no doubt about it. You can find him online, theman.com. This one is a walk. It is runner on first base, nobody out. And boy, we talk about this all the time. Insurance runs are so critical right now.
In this game right here, we need, some insurance for sure. I would feel a whole lot better with about 10 more on the board. But it's going to be a tall order. And these
I tell you what, no matter who wins this ball game, I'm telling you, I think tomorrow afternoon at Doniphan or Clearwater or Twin Rivers, one of these two teams, it doesn't matter, should be a fun game.
It should. It absolutely should be.
And then on the other side, the other coin is the third place game, swing and a miss. Third place game between Neelyville and or Clearwater and Twin Rivers should be fun too.
Absolutely. I mean, these top 4 teams, they're all pretty evenly matched.
They really are.
I mean, I knew it was going to be like this. I would, of course, pulling for Clearwater, but I'll be happy with whatever.
But this one's going to go foul. Wait a minute, you're pulling for Clearwater?
A little bit, just a little bit.
What about that Twin River shirt you're wearing?
Oh, no, I don't have any of that going on. That's like wearing a Cubs jersey or something.
My grandma's calling me right now, so I'm still at the ball game, Grandma, so I'll call you back as soon as I'm done. That's what I got to do. Grandma's calling, so I got to make sure she knows. She's 92 years old, so I talk to her every night, every morning. Got to make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Up high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Didn't even realize it's already 8 o'clock.
I know. Time
Didn't realize it.
I'll be honest with you. We are a little nervous about rain moving in here just a little bit. So.
I am too, because we don't really have a cover where we are. So I'm watching the radars very carefully, but unfortunately it's getting closer. There's a base hit to left field. Runners now on first and second base. Adrian Hewitt. Well, I tell you what, this Clearwater team, second time I've been able to watch them play this spring. They're pretty fun to watch.
I've been fortunate. I get to go to pretty much all of their games, and they are fun to watch. They have, from the top of the lineup to the bottom, every girl out there is, going to be doing her hardest to do what's best for the team, and they've got a lot of ball players on the team.
They really do. All right, so now we are to the 9-hitter in the lineup. Runners on first and second base. Showing bunt, brings it back. And there is ball 1. A 1 ball and no strikes. I got plenty of green juice set up for tomorrow. I'm in good shape.
You're ready to go. The secret sauce is banked up over there.
The only thing I want to see tomorrow, I'm going to go with me on this little journey.
All right.
championship game, it don't matter who's playing. I'm all about some extra innings. What do you say?
I'd be all right with that.
Bunt going over. Oh, good play there by Benson. It was a productive out there by Patterson on the sacrifice bunt. One down, but now runners on second and third base.
Bottom half, get a fly ball, something.
So good job there by runners now on second and third base. One down in the inning. One ball, no strikes here. Back to the top of the lineup. Boy, Allen, she's had herself a great game. Big RBI base hit last inning. It is one ball and no strikes. Here is the pitch on the way. In there for a call strike. Good pitch by Alexis Parson. Parson about to throw pitch number 121 in the ball game. What are you looking at over there?
I'm just checking the weather.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just checking the weather.
Do I need to go ahead and run for cover?
Not yet.
Okay.
We got about 45 minutes.
45 minutes, he says. Ball two taken, 2 balls and 1 strike.
That little cool breeze that's blowing makes me a little nervous.
It lets me know there's a rain coming. But I got to tell you, man, now that you're with me on the air, I can't say thank you enough to your staff, Shannon England, Joey McAllister, yourself, the grounds crew that was out here today, your IT department, all the way through and through. You guys have been just top-notch to work with, making sure that got us a good location for our center field camera, gave us a couple of cables to get our electricity ran. Top-notch all the way, seriously.
I'm just telling you, we are super excited to have you guys. And the fact that you let me get on the air a few times, man, I tell you what.
Great. It's great to have you.
I love it.
And there is ball 4. Bases now are loaded with 1 down in the inning. Well, I'll tell you what, this could be a huge inning right here.
This has got the feeling like it could be a big inning for us here.
2 walks and a base hit. It is a 1-run game to this point. Now the infield going to come in a little bit. Georgia Eaton now coming up to an RBI double back in the first inning. Walked and scored in the third. A sacrifice in the fourth. Here is the first pitch. In there for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike. Getting kind of cooler now, my friend.
It is. Georgia, of course, one of the couple of seniors that we've got here. She's been putting in lots of work. She played for this guy over here to my left for a little bit, Mr. England, of course. Legend in the making. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the air, but, you know, he's going to retire.
No, actually, he told me he's turned his papers back in. He's
coming back?
He's going to come back for one more year.
Well,
I hope my wife's not ready.
He said he made a mistake.
Well,
city life is not for him.
If I can get it figured out, we're going to build a statue of Coach England out here.
I guarantee it. Ball 2 taken, 2 balls and 1 strike. And one thing about, you know, for Tim and I, we love calling these kind of games because we don't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah,
we want to see a good ball game, and we're seeing 2 of them here tonight.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me this would have been 15 runs between these 2 programs, I would have said, I don't think so. I would have thought that it would have been a lot low scoring, but man, these 2 offenses, they've imploded. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It does make for some good broadcasting.
It really does, and that's the one thing that throughout this season, I've seen the Clearwater girls go both ways. They put up a bunch of runs, but they've also won really close games. They beat Kennett 1-0. They've had a couple of little, low-scoring games, but they're competitive.
2-2 the count. There's a fly ball to right field. Going back to make the catch is Marley Musgraves. It is an insurance run for sure. It is another sacrifice fly, same location that happened last inning, but still does drive in a run. So they say that they're claiming that she didn't tag up, but I didn't see it. Nevertheless, it is a 9-7 ball game at 2 down in the inning. Big insurance run. So at 9-7 now, the score.
What that? poke while go from Reagan Shear. What do you think about that?
Center field,
Yeah,
that had to have gone at least 222.
Oh, as soon as the bat cracked, I said, oh my goodness, that's got to be gone.
So 2 down in the inning, runners on second and third base. And we're going to stop field of play here for just a minute because we want that rain to move in quicker.
Absolutely.
That's what we want.
Time doesn't matter right now.
That guy's gone. That guy's gone.
Huh?
Someone's being asked to leave here. Chuck, you can't leave.
Well,
Are they asking you to leave? I'm going to turn the crowd mic off here for just a moment, folks, just because we don't, we want to have a good, clean game here. And so,
You need somebody gone? Yeah.
I think they're asking Tim to leave. Tim, I'm not sure what you said, but you better write an apology letter, my friend.
Tim, I got my eye on you.
He's got his eye. Chuck is watching you, buddy. You better calm down. I see this guy right behind me wearing the Cardinals t-shirt. I should have worn my Cubs shirt today. That would have been awesome.
I cannot believe he hasn't said nothing to you. But does he know you're a Cubs fan?
He doesn't even know that. He does now.
He's a Cubs fan. Can you believe that?
Now he knows it. Now we all know it. Thanks a lot, Chuck.
Yeah, no, hey,
I'm going to cut your mic off.
You're going to throw me out of here.
I tell you, having a good time here, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
On a more serious note, hats off to the admin here as well for doing what they have to do. They don't want to do it, but sometimes it has to happen that way.
It does, unfortunately, but it's never a fun thing. But, that's part of the game. We're here to support the kids and do, the right thing. So
now the 2 umpires get together here. So rumor has it that you sing karaoke on Wednesday nights.
Absolutely not true. That must be Tim.
Well, I guarantee he'll tear it up.
Actually, that is.
I've seen him sing karaoke.
I'll say
Shannon says he knows.
The only guy that I've ever sung karaoke with is right here.
Now, was it a Taylor Swift song?
It actually wasn't. What did we sing?
What was it?
Backstreet Boys, probably.
Backstreet Boys, okay.
That is true.
He said that's true. I mean, okay. I like how the conversation looked. Our viewership is going up because of you right now, Chucky.
Absolutely. That's what I like.
I'm telling you. But it goes to show you, honestly, people care about high school softball. With numbers like we're seeing, it's phenomenal.
Absolutely, yeah. And as many people have showed up to here. And
they're going to walk. They're going to intentionally walk Shear. Can't say that I blame them on that one.
I honestly don't think that's a bad idea. Now you got to force out any bag, 2 outs, just get out of the inning. And here I am talking about Twin Rivers. I hope we cut it wide open right here, but I understand the strategy. So,
well, on this broadcast, I'm being impartial. I just want to see a good ball game.
Best here, absolutely.
9-7 to score. Here we go. Back to live action. 1 ball, no strikes. A fake throw down to first base. Coming up to the plate, Jenna Alcorn. Boy, she has had a great ball game. 2 out of 3, doubled in the 3rd inning. RBI base hit last inning. Had a great game on the mound too.
Absolutely. She has been, for a freshman, she has shown a lot of promise and a lot of leadership. I mean, really, she's been in a lot of games throughout her young career. She played a lot of travel ball, but she has the experience of a much older young lady. Okay?
I'm going to give you 3 names and tell me which pitcher on this team, in your mind, after this pitch inside, ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. Who pitches harder, Jenna Alcorn, Peyton Hurt, or Tim Hicks?
Tim Hicks.
Tim Hicks, you're up.
Absolutely.
Yep. No, it was a no-brainer.
No, didn't even hesitate.
No hesitation. 3 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to putter, and another insurance run comes in. Another walk, and now it is a 10-7 ball game. Big time score, 10-7.
You got a chance.
There's a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes. There's a rip. This one gets down the line, and it is foul.
Hey, that's a tough spot right there.
No doubt about that call. You can hear that from the I like the fact the umpires are vocal. I can hear them loud and clear. Let me tell you, I know there was some issues, but these two umpires, we got to remember, these two have been to the state playoffs, Final Four championship material.
Yep.
Two of some of the best in Southeast Missouri, at least in my opinion.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things when you're an umpire or any type of official, everybody's going to see things a different way sometimes, but these guys have been pretty fair and impartial.
See, I'm Monday quarterback Tim all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
I have to. I got to hold him accountable. 1 ball, 1 strike, fouls it away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll tell you what, though, all joking aside, it's 10-7. I still believe there could be a lot more ball game left to be played here this evening.
It is anybody's ball game still. Both of these offenses have capability of scoring a ton more.
There's the fly ball. This one is to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Let me check the handy dandy radar. Oh boy.
I haven't been looking at it.
I don't want to look at it no more. Don't make me look at it no more. Tim's like, I'm getting sick over here.
Yeah, every time I look over my shoulder over here, it's looking worse.
And what's bad about it, we can feel, oh, a hitter. That's a big time extra run that just came in on the hit by pitch. It is now 11-7.
Looks like we may have a pitching change.
So Coach Parson going to make a change. And I believe Musgraves is going to come in. So we'll be back. We'll take a quick 30-second break, and we'll come right back. You're watching live coverage. It is the OFC Softball Tournament. We are presented by the Bank of Grandin. Our ball game here this evening being brought to you by our title sponsor, the Bank of Grandin. Also being brought to you by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Loftus Land Care and Landscaping, Loftus Land Management. Also Atomic Solar, Mossy Oak Properties, the Twin Rivers Booster Club, and being brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau agent Keith Parker. Proud supporters of this year's OFC tournament. So coming in from right field is going to be Marley Musgraves. She is the new pitcher on the mound. And that means going to right field is Alexis Parson. 1 ball and no strikes. To Miley Graham, who just comes up to the plate. Graham is 1 for 3. There's a strike called. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a ground ball up the middle. 2 more runs are going to come in.
Oh, she bobbled it.
And she bobbled it. That's going to bring in a 3rd run. And I believe Coach Green's going to wave her home. Here it is. It is 4 runs. What turned in to a 2 RBI base hit turns in to 2 more runs on the air.
Yeah, that just got away from the center fielder and rolled all the way to the fence, and that's the deepest center field, deepest part of the park. And just with Miley Graham, she was on her horse.
She absolutely was. It is now 15-7. Ball one taken. Kingery coming up to the plate now. There's a rip, and this one just goes foul. It is a 1-2 strike count with 2 down here in the inning. 15-7. This one has popped up again. This one is gonna stay foul.
Oh, I couldn't tell from this spot. It was another one really close down the line down there in right field. Tim, how do you defend that? Are you make that play over there, Tim?
I don't think Tim's paying attention.
He's not. He's locked in again.
He's locked in. He is just like, you know what?
Ooh. Strike 3 called right there. Hey.
It is a Loftus Land Management strikeout, but the damage is done. And coming up now, we are headed to the top of inning number 6. It is 7 runs on 2 hits, nobody left on. We go to the top of inning number 6. It is a 15-7 ball game. You're watching live coverage. You're watching live coverage on the OFC softball tournament. We are live here in Piedmont. It's all being brought to you by our good friends at the Bank of Grandin. We are back here as we get ready for the top of inning number 6. (15-7) the score now. Up to the plate now is Reagan Bader. And first pitch is called a strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. 15-7 the score. This one has popped up. No balls and 2 strikes. Bader's had a really good ball game here this evening. 2 hits and reached on an error back in the 4th inning.
Frank, I know that last half inning kind of got away from him, but I think Twin Rivers still has plenty of opportunities here.
Swing and a miss, 1 down here in the inning on the Loftus Land Management strikeout. 1 away. Coming up now, the senior Layla Tompkins. Tompkins here in the ballgame to this point, a couple of walks and a base hit. One ball, no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes now to the senior. Tompkins 1 for 1 here in the ball game. 1 down here in the top of inning number 6. Up high for a ball, 3 balls and no strikes. Tell you what, Twin Rivers, their bench is still up. Their dugout is still fired up.
These girls still have plenty of
absolutely
of fight left in them.
And there's a strike called at 3 balls and 1 strike.
Like I said, their offense is pretty powerful as well, so they could score several runs right here and get back in this game.
Swing and a miss. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's a full count now. And ball is taken. Good job, good at bat there by Layla Tompkins as she gets on base on a 1-out walk.
That's what you got to do to get back in this thing. Do the little things right. Work good counts, take good at bats, and good things are going to happen.
I would say we're about 15, 20 minutes away from being impacted with the rain, all joking aside. Ball gets away. Tompkins will get down to second base. So if that happens, if it looks like that we're going to be impacted, we will have to, at least for our point, stop the broadcast because we have no cover.
Yeah, there's nothing here to cover you guys.
Nothing here to cover, so we'll be watching that very carefully. Fouls it away. Abby Rayburn, the first baseman. 1 ball and 1 strike. You ever seen somebody break down in about 2.5 minutes?
No, but
you're going to see it pretty quick.
I'm afraid we're going to have to see it.
This one to the third baseman. Over to first base is out there, and Tompkins, good base running, able to get to third base. So Tompkins over to third base now. 2 down here in the inning. And now Maddie Musgraves that comes up to the plate. Musgraves is 0 for 3 so far this evening. I keep saying this afternoon. We started this afternoon. But now we are in the evening time hours now. Popped up, this one out to left field.
That's trouble.
Graham going back, and what a catch. Graham makes the catch on the run. There was no way I thought she was going to hold that one in. That ball was carrying toward the line, and Graham makes a spectacular catch. Hewitt, Patterson, and Allen coming up in the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is still a 15-7 ball game. You're watching live coverage of the OFC. It is presented by the Bank of Grandin. All right, so we are back here as we get ready for the bottom of the 6th inning. It is a 15-7 ball game. First pitch is called a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Adrian Hewitt. Strike is called. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. This one has popped up out toward right field. Drops in no man's land for a base hit. So a runner on first base now.
Hey, force the 2, outfield going 3. Good pitch, Marley. You got it. What?
This one up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball and no strikes here. She offered at it, they say, so strike 1 is called. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count now. Ball 2 taken. So 2-1 the count. Showing bunt, takes it back. 3 balls and 1 strike now. So 3 balls and 1 strike. And there is strike 2. Good pitch there by Musgraves. So 3-2 the count. Swing and a miss. It is a Loftus Land Management strikeout. 1 down here in the inning.
Gracie Allen comes up, top of the lineup. 1 out, runner on first.
15-7 the score. In there for a call strike. Good pitch by Musgraves. This one gets in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1 the count now. There's a rip, and this one gets to the second baseman. Good tag for the force. Good job there by Whitlow. Grounded right to her, and she was able to just tag the runner. 1 down, or make that 2 down here in the inning. Still runner on first base. This one is up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
You got it, Marley, right here. Right here.
2 down here in the inning. There's a rip. That one is going to go foul. Ooh, Eaton takes that one for a ride. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Definitely got the barrel on that one, but just a little foul.
This one is popped up out of play. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. Runner takes off. Going to get to a second base. It is a 2 balls and 2 strikes count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 3 taken, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count.
It's a big situation right here.
This one to the shortstop. That was a hard hit. 1 run's going to try to score, and they are out at home. What a throw by Chrisman. Good job there by Reese Chrisman. to make that throw to home. We're going to the 7th. Whitlow, Chrisman, and Benson all due up. We're back in 30 seconds live from the OFC softball tournament presented by the Bank of Grandin. All right, so here we go now. Top of inning number 7.
Well, Frankie, this is it.
This is it.
Beat the rain out, get this game wrapped up.
We're not going to leave until there's a ground ball to the shortstop. Good throw to first base in time. 1 up and 1 down. We will not be able to have a post game, and the only reason why is because we are just trying to get the game in, and then we're going to have to, as soon as the game is over, we're going to have to bail.
Pack up.
It's going to take us a little while to break everything down.
Man, I see Tim out there running to the
He is. But I hope you understand that, not
100%.
you, but the fans watching, that's how committed we are to getting this in, because technically, these cameras that we have, everything that we have is very expensive.
Absolutely.
So we're taking a big gamble, but we want to make sure these kids get showcased on both sides.
Yep.
2 balls and no strikes.
That absolutely speaks to your guys' professionalism and how great of a crew you two are, because not everybody would have done that.
We're less than 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
My wife always says, goal's going to go right between. Throw to first base is not in time. My wife always says, poor Tim.
Poor Tim.
Tonight, I'm going to say poor Tim.
Yep.
I will say that too.
Poor Tim.
Because he definitely has it worse than I do tonight. He's definitely got more stuff that he's got to clean up more than me. Ball taken downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball and no strikes. There's a ground ball. This one hit to the second baseman, who couldn't come up with it.
Well, one thing's for sure, the Lady Royals are not going to go down without a fight.
Nope. Absolutely. They're going to fight as much as they can.
Absolutely speaks to their courage as a team to keep in it. Sometimes when you have a one-sided game or things get away from you, it's easy to give up. These girls are not giving up.
2 balls, or make that 2 runners on now. 1 down here in the inning. Tomorrow afternoon,
they're going to move up.
It gets away from, ball gets away. Parson, the batter. Runners now on second and third base. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, Tim's a legend. He brings everything with him. He's got a mangled up mess, but he's all right with that. One ball and one strike.
That's why you guys are the best in the business right there. Tim Hicks, best in the business. Frankie.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put you in legend status like Shannon England over here.
I guarantee.
There's a base hit. That's going to score a run.
That's going to score at least one.
Told you, they're not going out without a fight. Runner's going to get hung up, trying to move it up to second base. Got her in the run down.
To first base now. Parson is in the rundown, and she is out at second, but 2 runs that do come in. So 2 down here in the inning. It is now 15-9. 15-9. Ball 1 taken downstairs. Here is the 1-0 pitch downstairs for a ball. It is 2 balls and no strikes. Appreciate you guys letting us come up here and cover these games, Chuck and Shannon. Also Joseph as well. And I'm sure we're going to be in constant communication tomorrow. I got a feeling.
Looking forward to it.
Just so you guys know, I'll be up at 4:30. I hit the workout at 5:30, so call me anytime.
All right.
Just not before then. My wife may get a little mad.
I will definitely not be up at 4:30.
I've been waking her up every day this week early.
This guy gets up early, drives a bus.
But he's a legend, though.
He is a legend. He is.
I'm going to put that statue right there in center field. Everybody can see it. Ball 4. Runner on first base now. So Aker trots down to first base. Reagan Bader now coming up to the plate. She is 2 out of 4. Feeling some rain starting to move in.
See a couple drops here on the table. We got to.
Absolutely. And the ball gets away there. Good job there by Aker. And she is able to get to second base.
Smart, aggressive base running here.
Yes, it is. One ball, no strikes here. Downstairs, it is 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count, 2 down, 15-9. As of right now, we are expecting to be on the air tomorrow around 1:45 with the 3rd place game. Championship game will be at round 4. We're hoping we're going to be at 3 Rivers, but we'll see what happens with everything going on. 3 balls and no strikes. Aker moves down at 2 at third base.
Pitching change.
We got a pitching change. So we'll be back here in 30 seconds. Live coverage continues, presented by our good friends at the Bank of Missouri.